Now, Way 31 Storm Tracker meteorologist Grace Anello with 31 Triple Doppler.
You know, I understand our food has to be mass produced sometimes, but you have to ask yourself, with all of these recalls, how does something like that get in butter?
Right. Some
Plain
stuff
and
I
simple.
do understand. Like they're like, oh, some other things got into our product. I get it, but fecal matter?
Yeah, don't get it.
I had a visceral reaction off camera the first time
We
I
saw
heard
it.
I was like, what? All right, let's talk about out the door this morning. No visceral reactions there. Things are actually quite calm. A mix of clouds and sun this morning. We will stay chilly, though. Temperatures sitting in the upper 40s. I'm going to be honest with you. That's where we're at the airport, is in the upper 40s. If you live in Sand Mountain, it's a great deal cooler. If you live in the Shoals, it's a little bit warmer. No travel delays right now. I am tracking rain later, though. In fact, even some storms later this evening. If you're headed to O'Hare, you better bundle up. 38 degrees there. If you're making your way to Atlanta, about the same as where we are now, sitting in the low 50s. And again, no travel delays. However, later this evening, that's something you're probably going to want to check on. 518 on your Thursday. 31 Triple Doppler looks good. This blue-green you're seeing is feedback from our Columbus radar. That is not rain. We're talking about a mix of clouds and clear conditions this morning. Waking up in Fort Payne, about 38 degrees. In Huntsville, sitting in the upper 40s. And in Muscle Shoals, sitting in the mid-50s. So we all probably want a light jacket, but depending on where you live, depends on exactly how heavy of a jacket you're going to want. We will keep some very isolated rain chances this morning and into this afternoon, but most will stay dry, keeping, again, that mix of clouds and sun. By lunchtime, temperatures are up to 70. Our high temperature sitting in the mid-70s, and then a rapid cool-off as we welcome in storms and some rain later this evening. Of course, that's the system we've been talking about for days at this point, the reason for that level 2 out of 5 risk for strong and severe storms this evening. Our greatest threats are up to 50-mile-an-hour winds and pockets of large hail. We'll talk about exactly what that means in a second. Our tornado threat is never zero, but it is extremely low with this particular system. This is not the same makeup as what we have had the last several weekends. So take a look at how it plays out. Right now, more clouds than clear sky. Pockets of very light drizzle possible throughout the morning, and this trend continues. Pockets of clearing, pockets of drizzle through this afternoon, through lunchtime, and into the late afternoon. None of that is severe, and most of us will be unaffected. As we head towards your evening rush hour, pockets of heavier rain start to develop. Still isolated, but stronger than what we've seen previously in the day. It remains to be dinner time is when we see the strongest of the rain and storm coverage, lasting all the way through bedtime. Notice most of us are just seeing a whole lot of rain, all that green, but pockets of stronger rain and storms are embedded, and that's where we could see those pockets of large hail. This continues with us through bedtime, turns to just rain around midnight, and then very shortly thereafter gets out of the way. Fast forward with me to Friday, much cooler, sitting in the mid-70s today, the low 60s tomorrow. Thanks to the cold front bringing this rain, we will see some late afternoon rain on Friday as well. Very hit or miss in nature, but it wouldn't hurt to have your umbrella with you Friday into the late afternoon and evening. The good news is it's out of the way by dinner time. We're hanging on to the 60s on Saturday. Sunday's even warmer, sitting in the mid-70s. Monday in the mid-80s. But the good news is we're keeping sunshine, not just this weekend, but for much of the next work week.